Yo, yo, yo. Thank you so much for tuning in to Conversations with Glo radio show, where it's just not questions. It is definitely a conversation. Okay. So be sure to visit convowithglo.com and sign up for the emailing list. So therefore you can get future information about me, your girl Glo, and also the future guests that I will also have on my show. I know that I have been talking about like that I would be blogging. Y'all, I just really want y'all to really bear with me because it's coming. But just be sure, just go ahead and sign up for the emailing list and catch up with your girl Glo. And also make sure that y'all do subscribe to the YouTube Conversations with Glo. And y'all already know that's with a K and not with a C. Okay? Okay, y'all. But anyway, enough about me. I am going to allow for my guest to introduce himself. That is a new voice. And yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, world. I'm Brother Drew from the Allegdley Speaking crew. One third of Allegdley Speaking Podcast. On there, you call me your family favorite member, Uncle Drew. I am also the vice president of ASPN, Allegdley Speaking Network. And we here with Conversation with Glo. We're going to give a shout out to Glo.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
hey, see
We
the
all rock with
merch.
Glo over here. You know what I'm saying? Well, how you doing tonight?
I am good. Thank you so much for asking me. And again, thank you so much for wanting to come through and chop it up with me.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go ahead and get into the conversation.
All right, then.
So
Fuck the job. All right. Second cut, so I'm going to get it out now. All right. Let's go.
so let's talk about this last name thing.
Okay.
What should okay, so what do you feel as if about the woman choosing for the baby's last name? Do you think the man should? Do you think the woman? Do you think the baby should have the man last name or the woman's last name?
Okay. So it's like a loaded question. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
in a perfect world, I definitely think you should have the man's last name. Here's why. A couple examples. First, I know we was talking earlier. You was saying, you know what, if you ain't gonna marry me, but I think I said to rebuttal that was, you know, if we're together, haven't married you yet, but you give the baby your last name, do you really think there's gonna be one to marry you then? That's what I answered that question with that. But the reason why I think is a lot of reasons. Me personally, I think a man's last name holds more weight than a woman's last name.
Hmm.
Far as I've gotten, even the house I stay in right now, I got that house because of my father, in a sense, because they know him as a good man. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Also, heard, or seen instances personally to where a young lady did not get some of her inheritance because of some bullshit her mother did 20 years ago or 15 years ago, what have you, with the last name. Gave it to another man. Uh, yeah. Now, he wasn't, I don't think he was there at the hospital, of course. So I guess that might be a reason. I think she was with that man at the time. But far as he showed stand-up qualities to be a good father, maybe not a good boyfriend or husband. So I feel like sometimes women look at it as, oh, he's not going to be here for me, so he's not going to be here for the baby. That's my take on that.
Okay. And okay. So you mentioned that men name holds more weight. And I can
In my
agree.
opinion.
I can, in your opinion,
Yeah.
I can agree to that in some sort of in some cases,
Right.
depending on some cases. Not not even just necessarily looking at any athlete or anything like that in that matter. I'm just saying, like you mentioned, like if he's a good man, like how his name will hold out in the streets, like what we live in. But I also feel as if women names can also hold weight as well too, depending on how their name ring bells in the streets as well too. Because like you just said, like he's a good man, she's a good woman, this and that and the third. What I also believe is that what we discussed earlier is what I said, as if a man really wants the baby to, if this is something that you really, really want, I feel as if you should marry the woman. And the reason why I say that is because, okay, it's like it's it's like it's like in between with that. Like I discussed with Ali earlier, like, okay, you you knew that you was going to be a good man to your kids. You showed up, you went to doctor's appointments, you did all this while she was pregnant, this and that and the third. So of course the baby's going to get your last name. However, if this is something that you are demanding or anything like that, I just really do feel like that, okay, if you really wanted that bad, then you should want me to have your last name as well too. If you are demanding this and I am carrying your child, you should want me to have your last name as well too. So why not we can just get married and everybody can have the last name?
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I didn't want. I wanted to get the shit out, but I that part. That's why I said, "Get I don't like that. I don't like how you said that. Like
Which part?
The part where you was like, if you keep you want you want the baby to have your last name, so marry me. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, it's like an ultimatum type shit.
It's
like,
not okay, and I get that you may be looking at it as an ultimatum, but
yeah.
if I was good enough for you to actually stick raw dick in me, why and carry your child, why can't I be good enough to actually carry your last name? If I could be good enough to carry a whole child for you for 9 months, why can't I be good enough to have your last name?
So you're saying just because you carry a child for 9 months, you're good enough to have my last name? No, hell,
No, I'm just saying,
crackheads
like, is
have a baby
there
for 9 months. That don't mean she can have my last name.
okay? So it's certain
Yes.
circumstances that may
Uh-huh.
stand within that. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm being very vague. Okay,
Yes, you're
I'm
being bad.
sorry, y'all.
Okay. Okay. But what I'm saying is with if I'm good enough to still, even if you ain't on crack, just because you hold my baby for 9 months don't mean I want to
why
make you my
why
wife.
we
You
get
feel what I'm
crackheads
saying? I
pregnant?
might feel like
What?
you a good I might feel like you're a good woman. I might feel like you have some great traits, but I don't feel like I want to marry you just because you hold my baby. It's gonna give me a certain different love for me,
But I'm
brother
gonna
like
be good
me.
enough to be your baby mama.
You already that. Once you done got pregnant, you already that off top.
But that's what I'm saying, Jude. That's what I'm saying.
No, no, it's more.
No, 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 no,
No,
fuck
no,
no.
no, no,
Hey,
no.
you
Yeah,
just
Glo. I'm a Glo. I'm a rebuttal that one and say just because you're holding baby for 9 months, no, I agree. No, that does not mean I want you to have my last name. Nah, that does not equivalent that. Nah, that don't go together to me, Glo. We can't. That don't mean I want you to have my last name. You know what I'm saying? But
so
you want
that
to know the
means
crazy
I can
thing?
be a good ass baby mama, but you don't think
Break.
that I can be a good ass wife.
I'm not saying.
I have not showed you the quality. You had to want to stick your raw dick in to impregnate her. You seen something, and you had to. That's what I'm saying. Like it's more than the last name.
And you know what? That statement is true. It's more than that. I like that. It is. It's deep. It really is deeper than that. And that's what it is. I think. I don't know. I think it's. I really do think on the real. I really do think it's a territory thing. You know, a territory thing.
It
Really,
is.
it's a territory thing. You know, like I feel like in the essence of it, the simplest way of putting it, it's a territory thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And just being real. I mean, just sorry guys. A lot of guys just want to claim territory.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
which me and my peoples, we're not like that. But these are the guys that make women like you say, nah, I ain't giving my last name because sorry motherfuckers like them who just want to claim territory but don't want to take care of the territory they done claim, you know? So I get where you're coming from, but you talking to a motherfucker like me, no, that does not mean you get my last name. It's more than that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just tripping. I'm still mom. It's not the fact that I'm mind blown because it's not like it's my first time actually hearing it, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just like wow, like I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm really really good enough to be your baby mama, but you don't see any other qualities of me being a good ass wife.
Some shit. Then that. Okay, so you talking to a married man right here. Been married for damn, get this right, baby. 7 years. Okay, so.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, that's for me. That's a lot of responsibility. I take a lot of pride in being married. So with that being said, just no. Just because I put a baby, that doesn't mean I'm ready to be married to you. You know, it's more than just you have my baby. It's gonna make me want to be married to you.
It's a lot of
A
responsibilities though that
lot
come
of
with raising a
responsibility.
kid.
We can do that without being married, though. Why I
I
gotta be
get
married to you?
that, but I get that. But why do you want to? But why do you want me to be your baby mama?
I don't want you to be. That's just what
Yes,
happened.
you do. Yes, you do. 'Cause
That's what happened. That's
no,
what happened.
because it's this thing called protection.
Look, let's get blunt
And
here. All right, we're gonna get blunt, right? Let's just be
go
real.
ahead, go ahead.
Motherfuckers love raw sex. Ain't nobody thinking about, oh, I might get this bitch pregnant. Oh, I might. Yeah, most people, they like raw sex. It is what it is.
You just said ain't nobody
I
thinking.
said
Oh, I
not too
might.
many, not too many. I didn't mean say not.
Oh, okay,
There's not too
okay,
many. There are some cautious. There's a lot of cautious people out there. They're
okay,
like they're probably the 30, 40 percentile. But the
okay.
70 to 60%, they just want to feel that feeling, you know, and they ain't thinking about that backlash. You know what I'm saying? So you answer, so you keep saying, you can think about this when you're getting in raw pussy. Motherfuckers ain't thinking about that shit. They hand out, they drunk, they high, or they on the romantic, or it's a girl they really want, a dude they really want. They taking it off, they're going at it. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
being irresponsible.
That's definitely being irresponsible. I didn't say it wasn't irresponsible. That got caught what it is. It's definitely irresponsible, but
It's so
that's
it's
that's
so it's so
real.
irresponsible that it's just irresponsible. Like it's and I get it and I understand because I was there. You get what I'm saying? Like I was really there. But if I can help the people today, I will tell them, y'all don't like shit, put on a condom. Like
Yeah,
it ain't that deep. You get what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like
I agree.
because of shit like this, because you'll be sitting up here arguing, it will become an argument because you had done got a female pregnant. You really want to basically have the child. You really want the child to have your last name because
Mhm.
again, we have done established it's a territory thing.
Yes.
So therefore, she's also looking at it as it's a territory thing with her as well too,
Right.
because nigga,
Mm-hmm.
I want my baby to have my last name
Right.
too. You get
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So what are you going to do to actually step up and show like, nah, this baby gonna it? I feel the baby deserves to have my last name. When
Yes.
it goes back to what we talked about earlier with Ali, like he showed up. So in order for that baby to get his last name, he had to show up. You get
Okay.
what I'm saying?
I get you. Okay. Well, I'm gonna take
You
this a
you
step
you get
further.
where I'm going?
Okay. I get what you're going. Now I'm gonna take this a step further. Okay. How about the ladies who get a guy or a man that is willing and accepting and ready to marry them, but they say some dumbass shit like, "Oh, well, I want my name hyphenated."
And I've seen that conversation
Feel me?
as well
What's
too.
up with that?
And a lot of folks are agreeing with the hyphenation.
Why
Like
though? What's up with that? I mean, I feel like unless you're a lawyer or or something that if your name, unless your last name brings you money, income, you know what I'm saying? You chose this man. We go back to the baby thing. All right, I accept the baby. Okay, I accept the baby, Glo. I accept you, Glo. Now I want to marry you, Glo. But your last name gotta be this. Oh, hold on, one more thing. This you. Oh no, one more thing. We gotta hyphenate this motherfucker. Oh hell, goddamn,
I've seen it.
how many hoops I gotta jump through? So this is why motherfuckers ain't getting married like they used to.
But
Too
that
much.
will okay. So, in my opinion on that, Uncle Jew, is that that would be selfish. That would be selfish of me to even want to have it hyphenated when you done married me. Our kid has your last name,
Right.
so why wouldn't I want to carry your last name, your as a full. I would drop my last name to carry your full name because again, I'm on some stuff like I want everybody in the household to basically have the same last name. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just if it's something that I can start over with, that would be something that I would want. So that the hyphenation of things, I mean, I've heard it, I've seen it being done. It's just like it's kind of wild to me, even when it comes to the kids' last names being hyphenated. And I also say with that, like you gotta pick it when it comes to like if you're doing a little girl that way, you gotta pick and choose which last name is gonna go last because if she get married, that last name is gonna get dropped.
Right. And I don't get it. I had a female tell me if a nigga marrying her that she keeping the such name, and
I had a woman tell me when I was in Lowe's, this was a long time ago. And and it was a black couple, and she said she was, and her husband standing right beside her, and she was telling me that she was married, and she was like, baby, if you ever get married, keep your last name. And her husband standing right beside, I was like, for real? I was like, you got your last you because that was something new to me. I always thought like if you get married, your name gotta automatically go to your husband's last name.
Did you ask her why?
And to be honest with you, I did ask her why, and she told me why. But it's like a faded memory as to what she told me why. But I know it was more.
You don't need to know that.
But I know it was more as to why, like a inheritance thing or something in that matter. You get what I'm saying? So I know it was a reason why that she really did not want.
See, she probably had a bad experience. So she probably was from Zamunda or something. It was kin to Prince Hakeem and married a motherfucking queen and married him, took his last name, and then Hakeem died. Now she can't get another inheritance. See,
something happened. I don't know. And I was just amazed because that amazed the fuck out of me because I never heard I never heard that happen before, and for her to be actually standing right beside her husband and actually telling me something like that, and he's just standing right there and he's agreeing like, yeah, she did it, like okay, like, woo, but
you might not have no back either. You never know. There's a lot of those out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Simps, I guess that's what you call it.
No back, jelly back. We'll call them.
I guess that's what you call it. But the hyphenation thing, I just feel like, that's a battle within itself. That would be something that you would just have to, again, that comes with the conversation. Like these type of conversations need to be had. Even if you need to have this type of conversation when you going on a first date. Be like, well, shit, anything can happen if you end up pregnant. Who last thing the baby gonna get?
I kind of agree with you. I don't know about the first date. You know what I'm saying? But I agree with you.
First date. You get what I'm saying? Like, but conversations
maybe these
on
conversations
the phone
do need to be more had now because it's a lot of foolishness going on. There's a lot of miseducation, understanding going on, and it could be prevented if we communicate, which is the key word, communication.
Yes, it's out. Y'all hear that spill? Did y'all hear that spill that Uncle Ju just told y'all? Y'all know I be having a spill, but lately other folks been having a spill, okay?
Yeah, right.
But it's what I've been saying y'all this whole time, communication.
Yeah, it's all about that. It's all about that. That's the reason why me and my wife get along so well. We got communication and she gets me. That's kind of crazy. When we first met, I think one of the first few dates, I told her like, look, I'm the type of nigga, I like to smoke. I be out chilling with my niggas. We go to the studio. We do this. At the time I was clubbing a little bit bar. I like, this is what I do. I ain't trying to look for women in them. You accept that. She accepted and she came with me a couple times to see if it's legit, like women do. But she seen what was going on. Man, she don't bother me about nothing I got going on. She let me be brother Jew, uncle Jew, coach Jew, cousin Jew. You know what I'm saying? All the Jews I need to be. to help get this network going.
Good.
Feel me?
Good.
So they go with communication. Back to what we talked about, communication.
Okay, so okay. Anyway, y'all, I wanted to get into another conversation, but y'all know time has came. Time has came. But we're gonna run back this conversation, and it's something that I want to ask in regards with that. But y'all, before we do head out, Uncle Jew, I do want to thank you so much for coming through to Konversations with Glo Radio Show and chopping it up with me.
Yes.
Before we do head out, could you please let the people know where they can find you at?
Yes, you can find me at ASPN, Allegdley Speaking Network on YouTube. We got shows coming out, you know what I mean? Got new shows coming. We got shows going. We got In the Mix with Ali. We got Take a Hike with Ali. We got Allegdley Speaking Podcast. We on Allegdley Speaking on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram. It's all about Allegdley Speaking for me. If you won't see me personally, I'm Jay Swing on Facebook. But it ain't about me. It's about Allegdley Speaking, and that's what it's about.
Period. Y'all heard what he said. It's definitely about Allegedly Speaking.
Network.
Go over to Instagram and on Facebook and possibly I think Snapchat, YouTube, all
especially
that.
that YouTube. Want that YouTube busted up.
Yes, make sure y'all go and subscribe. And while y'all edit, make sure that y'all do go and subscribe to Konversations with Glo Podcast as well on YouTube. But anyway, again, thank you so much, Uncle Drew, for coming through and chopping it up with me, your girl Glo. And for those that are out there listening, I do want to thank y'all so much for tuning in to Konversations with Glo Radio Show. Y'all already know where y'all can catch me at. In the meantime, between time, holla at your girl. Peace out.
Yeah.